I'm sorry, opening statements, excuse me. Mr. DeAngelo, you're first.
First off, good morning. Thank you to the congregation for hospitality this morning. So pretty much, I decided a little bit about myself. I went through the Orange school system. Mary L. Tracy, Pet Place, Amity Middle, and Amity High School. Graduated in 2012, went to Southern Connecticut, graduated this past May with recreation, leisure, concentration in sports management. I decided to put my hat in the ring because I've seen Orange transform, ever since I could remember. Been living in Orange for 24 years. And I just wanted to have a voice, not only for myself, but for my generation and the people who were, couldn't voice their concerns with what they wanted to see and how they could see, or what change they wanted to see. So I decided to run, and I'm fresh out of college. I have a lot of passion, and I have a lot to bring to the table as far as change and as far as suggestions, of how to make this town greater than it already is. Like I said, I grew up in Orange for 24 years, and I definitely like to see change, and I like to bring that to the table and take suggestions from different residents in Orange and hear what they have to say. So I appreciate your time, and thank you.
Thank you. Next, Ms. Novicki.
Thank you very much. Thank you to Shalom's Men's Club and also to Roger Tausig for moderating this debate, and of course all of you. I'm a product of the town of Orange. My parents moved to Orange in 1951 and raised their family here. My two brothers, one of whom is sitting right in front of me, my sister and I. I went to local schools that prepared me to go on to two of the best universities, Georgetown and Columbia. I had a successful career, living and working in 4 African countries and retiring in May from a very senior position at United Nations headquarters. I chose to move back to Orange 4 years ago, to the house that I grew up in. I could have moved really anywhere in the world. God knows I've been to cities and towns all over this planet. But Orange beckoned me back. Why? Because Orange is home. It's where my roots are, where my family is, and it's the town that I love. Having had an international career doesn't make me any less of an Orange native. In fact, it has enriched my appreciation of this town and my understanding of what a true community should be. I see Orange with a fresh and sharp eye. It still is a very beautiful, safe place to raise a family with the very best education system. But is our town growing and developing as it should? The facts, I think, are plainly visible to all of us. A commercial district with many empty buildings, and acres of undeveloped land, for which we receive promises of something in the works, something just about to happen, but no deals are ever sealed. We have a community and senior center that our first selectman has admitted is a dump. Why? Weren't the past 12 years long enough to fix it? Our town is not growing to enable us to expand the services we need to provide for all of our people, young and old. It's not keeping pace with the times. It's time for a change, and I know I can do the job. This is what I and my team will do for Orange. We will prioritize smart economic development to level off our escalating taxes. We will proactively market our town with new materials on new platforms to new partners. We will dramatically step up outreach to businesses, business associations, developers, property owners, and others. We will ensure that our schools remain at the top of the state rankings and stay ahead of the curve on cutting-edge technology and academic innovation. And we will proactively focus on support programs for our seniors, improving the community center and its services. Our town needs fresh ideas and a new vision. If you want a strong leader to move Orange forward, elect me on November 7th. I promise you I will get results. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Zeoli.
Good morning, everybody, and also thank you to Shalom and the committee that made this event possible this morning to enlighten all of you and hopefully those at home later time of our capabilities. I think most of you know that I was born here and raised here and have spent my entire life here. I think Orange is one of the most wonderful places in the country. I spend a lot of time thinking about that and what we should do and what is possible. As I see improvements being done, the list continues to roll forward with improvements for the 5-year plan and the 10-year plan as we move forward. I would love to do everything all at once, as my colleague to my right has said, but unfortunately, in order to do all those things at once, we would spend way more money than a lot of you would like to pay in lump sum. Everything has to be planned, everything has to be plotted and taken in stride. 12 years is a long time to be in the first selectman's office. But I haven't just been the first selectman giving back to this community for 12 years. I've been on the board of selectmen for 6 years. Was then first selectman for 12. I turned 58 a couple weeks ago, and I have spent my entire life in this town committed to this community. I hear about vacancies and absence and lack of development. We do not own the property. We work with developers. We have some exciting projects still potentially coming forward. I'm going to go further on it later in the debate, I'm sure, but just so you people know, as fuel for thought, do you know there are over 6,200,000 square feet of retail, office, and industrial space in the town of Orange? And currently, right as of now, there's 281,000 feet available for those 3 types of uses out of over 6,200,000 feet. So please, our vacancies are not what are being portrayed. 6 million square feet and 280,000 total is what is vacant out of that. I'd like to have 0 vacancy, but that never happens. So as we move forward, I'm sure we will discuss it and many other topics of interest to you today.
Thank you. We'll move now to our questions for the candidates.